Welcome to the KEbnY video show, the place and platform for indie creatives. I'm your host, Kenny Any Moore. We're talking jazz music in this episode. Before we start the show, would you do two things for me? First, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Coach underscore ANYKENY so you can check out other episodes of the show. Second, follow me on social media at Coach underscore ANYKENY on Instagram, TikTok, and X. My music pages at KANM Collective on Instagram and Any Key Music on Facebook, which is spelled capital ANY, capital KE, lowercase b, lowercase n, and capital Y. All right, my guest is backstage and ready to go, so let's start the show. Before my guest joins me, let's check out a clip of his music. Here's Tony D's Beautiful One on the Any Key video show. Now joining me is Dallas Tony D. Frazier. He's an indie artist, musician, producer, author, and hosts his own syndicated indie radio show in the Augusta, Georgia area. He spent decades building platforms to support indie artists across the globe. He has a new single out, No Stressin', so let's bring him on to talk about it. Tony
Hey,
D,
what's up, Kenny?
what's up, man? Welcome to the show. How you doing?
Man, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for the platform tonight, man.
Oh, my pleasure, my pleasure. So listen, let's get to it. I always ask this question to start the interview with someone that's on with me for the first time. And here it is. Tell me your earliest memory or the moment you fell in love with music.
That's easy. I used to go to sleep with a transistor radio under my pillow when I
Wow.
was a little kid, and I remember waking up and going to sleep until the batteries died, and the little red Philco transistor radio, and used to listen to 77 ABC,
Yes, sir.
Don Imus and all. You
Yes,
from New
sir.
York, remember
And
Imus in
Tim
the
Wayne.
morning?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I grew up listening to all the Blue Eyed Soul music, all the rock music, and then my dad bought me a little boom box when I got older, and I turned over to all the way to the end of the dial to 107.5
Yes,
WBLS
sir.
in the
Yes,
class by itself, Frankie
yes,
Crocker, the chief rocker.
sir.
And that was a wrap, bro. I think my mother was really religious, so she wouldn't let me listen to anything secular except for the Jackson 5. So I
Okay.
had every Jackson 5, every Michael Jackson, all of that stuff. And my god brother bought me my first Earth, Wind and Fire album, That's the
Wow.
Way of the World.
Yeah.
And that opened up me to
Oh
everything else.
man.
So,
They're the
yeah,
blueprint.
man. But I
Yeah.
remember falling in love with music, man, about 5, 6 years old, going to sleep with that radio under my pillow.
Yeah, it's so funny say about um, your parents not letting you listen to secular music. So it was the same for me on my mom, my mom and dad, because they're both pastors. Well, they're not retired pastors. Shout out to my home church, Pure Gospel Miracle Revival Center in the Bronx. Um, but it was all gospel. It wasn't no, my grandmother called it reels, called secular music reels. So it was none of that in the house. But on my mom's side, my grandparents, they listened to the soul and the R&B. So I was getting all of that soul and R&B. And then of course, um, I grew up on Cedric Avenue, and I was born in 1973. So Kool Herc was, which I didn't know, of course, because I was too young, but he was on the same block and in the next building. So
that's crazy because you was there and I was in Hollis, Queens with Run DMC and LL
yeah,
Cool
how
J
about
and
that?
all that.
Yeah,
And so, man, we lived hip hop history and didn't even realize it.
didn't even know it.
Yeah,
Yeah, didn't even know it.
yeah. I remember when
Absolutely.
Sucker MCs first came out, bro. I remember. Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, we're dating ourselves. We're telling
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah. I'm only 40 though.
All right,
Tell the
now
truth, shame the
slide to the
devil,
left or
right?
the right to avoid that lightning. All right. Anyway, so we already established you're a New Yorker, but you live in Augusta, Georgia. So, and you made that transition years ago. You've been down there a long time. Kind of talk about um, what led to that decision of being in New York and then going down south and heading down to Augusta, Georgia.
Yeah, I was in New York. My dad, he worked for Grumman Aerospace in Bethpage, Long Island. He worked for there for 20 some odd years. And then when he retired, him and my mom moved back down here, which is my dad's home. And I was in New York, hustling, trying to make it on my own, working for Airborne Express, and I worked at Lens Crafters because I actually make glasses for a living. That's what I used to do.
Okay.
And I was, I was in New York. I was gonna do what I was gonna do there, and then my mom got ill, and so I'm an only child, so I came down to kind of help my mom out, and then she passed away, and I just stayed, and got family now, kids, so here I am. Is this the place where I want to end up? Probably not, but I'm here, and it's home. So yeah, that's how I got down here to
I
the
got you.
to the home of James Brown.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
went from
sir.
DMC to James Brown.
Yeah, right, for sure. And then, if I'm not mistaken, because you got your Knicks shirt on, y'all have Peach Jam there too, right?
Yes, we do actually. Like 5 minutes from where I stay is the Peach Jam. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah,
yep,
yeah. That's the when it comes
yep.
to AAU, it don't get no bigger than that.
No bigger than that. Yes, yeah. I go. My kids go to that rec center and play. Actually, my son who just got back from there playing ball. It's like 5 minutes from here.
Nice. Oh, so you see all the young bulls. The
I've never been. I've never
no.
been. I just it's so crowded, bro. Like it is when
Oh,
that
yeah,
time
I
comes.
believe that.
Yeah, it's between that and the Masters. It ain't getting
Oh,
no.
yeah,
You're not
that's
getting
right.
over there.
That's right.
You're not getting over there.
Yeah, kind of similar. So here in Jax, we have the TPC, the Players Championship.
It's golf, right?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
so when that
Yeah.
happens, that
Yep.
that shuts like it's the Ponte Vedra area, which
Oh
is
yeah.
kind of on the outskirts of Jacksonville, but it shuts that area down.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nobody travels the first week of April around downtown Augusta because you're not gonna get. You're not getting around.
I believe it. All right, so here's a tough question for you. Um, I'm letting you know ahead of time. So you're a bass player. I need your top five bass players of all time.
Um, John Patitucci.
Okay.
Uh, Wayman Tisdale,
Okay, rest in peace. Yes, and he was a hooper.
and he was a hooper. Um, Victor. Well, this is no particular order.
No, no order.
Victor Wooten,
Okay,
um,
that's three.
Marcus Miller,
Okay,
Reggie Parker,
shout out to Reg.
Reggie Parker,
Shout out to Reg.
and
That's you got to. That's five.
that's five. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, that's
yeah,
five.
yeah,
That's a strong five, and you hit some different genres too.
yes.
Yeah, so that's a strong five.
John Patitucci was classical. Yeah, Reggie gospel, but he does, he
Yeah, he's
does
in
secular.
jazz now. Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
soul. Yeah,
Funk was, and if I could add one more, Larry Graham.
Okay. Yeah. For the
Yeah,
thumping. Yes, sir.
yeah, yeah. And if
Yes,
I
sir.
could add one more,
Go
Lewis
ahead. Go
Johnson.
ahead. Go to 10. Go ahead. Go to 10. You already
Lewis
at
John.
7.
I'm done. I'm done. Lewis Johnson. Lewis Thunder Thumbs Johnson. You can't forget him.
Okay. All right. So uh, we're gonna take a quick break, and on the other side of the break, we're gonna get into Tony's new single. So stay tuned. We'll be back in a minute.
Nelly's joyful treats, the best way to eat. Sweet taste of soul in every bowl. It's the best in town. Custom cakes uptown. Place your orders to eat. Nelly's joyful treats. If you want the best, forget the rest. Flavor in every bowl, sweet taste of soul. From custom cakes to soulful plates, you want to eat Nelly's joyful treat.
This is me at 19 years old making mediocre beats. I was working a job and I was making $0 off of my music. This is me now making industry quality beats and making what I made in a year back then in 1 month. If you're a music producer who wants to make better music that people will love and sell your beats, loops, and sound kits online independently, I'm about to show you how I 3 times my 9-to-5 income and improve the quality of my music, all while having nothing but a laptop and a phone. My name is Eben. I'm a platinum music producer who's made a full-time career out of selling my music online, and that's allowed me to work with artists like Lil Durk, Rod Wave, Lil TJ, and many other Billboard charting artists. Some huge problems that you and other struggling producers are having is that your beats just aren't industry level. And that's why artists and producers just aren't using your beats and loops. And then, even if you improve the quality of your beats and loops, artists and producers still won't respond to you because your social medias just aren't attractive. Another huge problem that producers have is making beats and nothing ever happens with them and they just die on your hard drive. Your career will stay stagnant this way because you have no plan. And a lot of producers are scared to post themselves and their craft. And you'll never attract the audience this way because no one will ever know who you are. One way of doing this is making a bunch of beats in a bunch of different subgenres, aiming to connect with any random artists or producers with more followers than you, exporting low quality beats and just hoping for the best, aimlessly posting beats on BeatStars and just praying that someone buys them. And the rest of the beats we make just sit and die on our hard drive and nothing ever happens with it. My method is making beats and loops in a specific subgenre and then maximizing that lane. Then we perfect our beats and loops in that subgenre and then build our brand around that niche. We maximize our social medias with professional appeal, and that way we're attracting artists and producers that actually want to work with us.
All right. Make sure you go and follow. Make sure you follow and like Nelly's Joyful Treats on Instagram and Facebook, and go place your order so you can get that sweet taste of soul. And producers, go follow Ebon. Evan, I always mess up his name on Instagram at Eben on the track, and make sure to use our code AKVS for 25% off when you enroll in the academy. So again, producers, go follow Eben on Instagram at Eben on the track, and make sure to use our code AKVS for 25% off when you enroll in the 111 Academy. All right, we are back with Tony D, and he's got a new single out called No Stressin'. And so, Tone, you got this song. It has a really timely message, and is very well written. Um,
Thank you, man.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Give me the backstory on the inspiration behind it and how it came together creatively.
Well, we'll be on here for a long time if I tell you the whole story. I know we only got 15 minutes more. So, um, you know, life
It's
is
all good. Take your time. That's just
life
the parameter. Take your time.
life is life and for a lot of people, man. You know,
100%.
because of my man that lives at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
everything's so expensive, you know, people things that were just affordable is not affordable anymore. And
Absolutely.
people, everybody's struggling. I don't care what particular uh, uh, income level you are, everybody's struggling somehow. And I was personally going through some challenges, dealing with some depression and stuff, and I was just at a place where I was like ready to throw in the towel. I had some
Mhm.
health issues. My pastor suddenly died.
Wow.
In December. Um, it was just a dark time for me.
Mhm.
I was yelling at the kids. Being just like kicking the dog. you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's
And
going
so,
through it.
man, I was right here in my studio, and God just gave me that, those lyrics, and I worked on it, and that's the song you hear, man. It's no stressing. And now I'm living my life with that attitude, man. I'm not gonna stress about anything. If I can't get gas, oh well, I'll just have to stay at the house. I ain't gonna stress about it.
Yeah, no, that's why I
You know,
said it's timely because people are absolutely stressing right now. Because, like
yeah,
you said, with inflation and with this unnecessary war,
yes,
it's people out here. People putting their lives on the line, and then also people are not sure how they're going to live from day
yes,
to day. So
yeah,
people are stressing. So that's why I said like the message of this song it comes right on time for sure.
yeah, yeah. And you got people doing things that they really shouldn't be doing to try to make money. You know what I'm saying? You got all kind of people doing stuff that they should be doing that stuff, but they trying to get paid. So it's a rough society, rough life, man. So this song ministered to me, and so I just sent it out to people. I wasn't trying to get it on radio. I wasn't, because I did use an AI artist in it. Miracle Rivers is made in my mind, you know,
Hmm.
with the influence of, I guess I could say, influenced by Keela Richardson.
Hmm.
And I didn't think people were going to grab to, especially radio. But I looked on my Apple for Artists, and last week I had 27 plays, and I was like, "Oh, okay." I mean, that may not sound like a lot to people, but it's a lot to me.
Absolutely.
And
Anytime.
everybody who I've shared the song with, they love it. They're like, "Man, I love the message. Thank you. I needed
Yes.
that." And
Yes.
at the end of the day, to
That's what it's
me,
all about.
yeah, at the end of the day, to me, whether it's an AI song or not, it's about the message. Now, I'm gonna say this: at first, I wasn't an advocate for AI music. Me being a producer, self-taught producer, still learning, I was like, man, that's no, how they gonna do that? Blah 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 blah. Until I gave it a shot myself. And once I gave it a shot myself and I saw what I could do with it, and it enhanced what I'm doing myself,
Absolutely.
you know, um, because I don't solely rely on AI to do it. If you just gonna
Mhm.
put a song out there and say you did it and it's AI, then I'm looking at you
Right.
sideways.
For sure.
But for you and I who produce, and Jason Hendrickson and others out there who use elements of it and then use their own stuff, I think it's cool. And that's what I did with No Stressing. The music is all me. The only thing that's
Mhm.
AI is Miracle's voice. So yeah, man. I'm just glad people are loving it, and I'm looking forward to seeing how far it goes.
Yeah, and again, to your point, what you hear on the show tonight, the intro music and the music on the ad, that was all done on Suno. So it's my music, it's my lyrics, but it's an AI artist that's doing the vocals. So excuse me. At the end of the day, it's you have to embrace technology, but you don't allow it to become a crutch.
Right,
I think that's the key is
right,
that you use the technology to help your workflow and to help you be more efficient
yeah,
in terms of putting out because for references alone that because a lot of and as a producer when you're pitching you gotta people want to hear the reference, they want to hear the demo, they want to hear what it sounds like with an
right,
actual singer.
exactly,
So and
exactly,
I can't sing, I could write, I could play, I
right,
could compose, produce, all that, but I can't sing.
Right.
So Suno for me is a lifeline. It makes takes a lot of production or pre-production costs, because that's pre-production costs. This ain't
Yes.
We're not talking about actual production costs. This
Right.
is before we even put the song out.
I have a
So
song called "Human Love versus God's Love," and
mm,
I have one of my dear friends, Kevin's Cheek, who actually plays a lot of my lead guitar
okay,
parts. His wife, Rain can sing like none other. So I sent her the song, and I said, "Rain, I believe you can do it," which she can. So they're actually working on it now. So that's going to be the next single that I drop: "Human Love versus God Love" with Rain Cheeks on it, but she used the demo that I created in Suno
there you go.
to teach herself the song.
There
So
you go.
yeah, yep,
There you go.
I'm with you, bro.
Yeah, man. Use it to help you do your job better. All right. Enough about AI. Let's get into your book. You got your book, Lyrics to Limelight, which is a guide to success in the music industry. There it is, right there. We have it right there on the screen. Talk about the book and why you decided to write it.
So I would, if anybody follows me, they know some years ago I would get on Facebook almost daily and just rant. Just like, why y'all doing this? Now there's other people out there doing it, but I so my friend Larry Robinson was like, "Hey Dallas, man, you need to write a book." And he has a book publishing company. And
Mhm.
so I wrote everything out, and he helped me do it. And he said, "You need to put all that information in a book and sell it." So he did it, man, and it's been a blessing, man. Actually, it's a textbook. Shout out to Eldrick Rogers out of Memphis, Tennessee. He teaches a music industry class,
Okay.
and all of the students have to buy Lyrics to Limelight.
Wow.
It's part of the
That's
the
love.
yeah, man. I mean, he told me, I was like, "Tony, man, I'm gonna make your book a part of the curriculum." I was like, "What?" So yeah, man, and so that's how that came, man. So I'm all about teaching and educating. As I learn, I'm going to share the information. I'm not one that's going to hoard information. I don't like when people do that. So that's what Lyrics to Limelight is about. So if you want to purchase it, it's available on Amazon, $30. Um, it's very, very easy to read, but it's going to break down a lot of stuff. It doesn't get into heavy duty detail about things, but it will teach you the basics, and that's what you need. And if you need more information, you need to get more in depth, then you can hit me up for a consultation.
There you go. There you go. Because you already have the Donald Passmans of the world that have those industry Bible type of
Right.
books. So this is a lighter version. And then
Yeah.
since you're plugging books, I might as well plug mine. The Struggle to Get to Destiny, available on Amazon as well. My book with my first wife, God rest her soul, um, that's available on Amazon as well.
What's the name of it?
The Struggle to Get to Destiny.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
It's
what's
our
up.
life story together. Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah. And then again, with you, some inspiration in terms of telling people, giving them some tools and some tips in order to, if you're struggling to reach your destiny, I'll put some tools and tips that help me to kind of do what I'm doing today. So
That's what's up, bro.
yeah.
Congratulations,
So
man.
thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. So you got the single, you got the book, and you're on the radio. You got the afternoon drive show,
Yeah.
and you have the new artist profile show. So
Yeah.
tell my audience about the radio show and then the live stream show that you do.
Real quick before I get into that, I also have some PDFs that I could send to you. This one is about Billboard media base.
Yes,
This one
yes.
is about how to create a radio ready song, and this one is about how to get your music played on the radio. How to get your music played on the radio.
Great stuff. Yeah.
So I can send these directly to you to $25. So if you happen to be an artist and you need to know that, especially about the media base and Billboard, a lot of people don't know how they work together. Man, the new artist profile is celebrating 24 years in August. We've been
Congratulations.
doing it for a long time, man. So I'm going to say it. I think it's the longest running independent recording artist show on radio. If it's not, it is now.
24 years, man. You got the right to say it.
Yeah, so man, thank God for every affiliate. We're on over 50 plus stations. So I thank God for every affiliate station that allows the show. And those stations had it on in the past. I thank you for all of that, man, because it's about getting this music out. And the afternoon drive, man, on my station and my co-owners, Timberland Atkins, man, I was on local radio here in Augusta for a long time, and then the station got sold and I was off the air looking for other places to be on the air here in Augusta, and the doors were not opening. And so, Timlin kind of encouraged me, and I was thinking about it. I said, you know what, I might as well do it myself on my own station. So last week was the launch of the afternoon drive on C Stage Radio, cstageradio.online, 24 hours, 7 days a week, great music, great programming. And so, yeah, man. So hey, I'm trying to take the internet to another level, here locally in Augusta, because we got a lot of terrestrial stations, but no internet stations that really, make an impact. So that's my goal, to do that with C Stage. And the New Artist Profile live every Sunday at 6 p.m. with my co-host Partee Smith on Level Up TV on Facebook and YouTube. Man, I do what you do, bro. I interview artists, give them an opportunity to have a platform to share their stories, their testimony. Business owners, authors, singers, poets, whatever, man. I like to hear stories, and I like to give an opportunity for people to share. So if you're an artist, whatever, you can be an artist, but it's not similar to the radio show. I just call it that, but it's a wider opportunity for whoever to come on, to be interviewed.
Yeah, so it's, like you said, to hear the stories, to hear the backstory, to hear the inspiration, how people create things. To me, that's the fun part, to hear, what's going on in people's minds, what they were feeling when they came up with what they came up with. You know what I'm saying? So that's the joy of doing what we do. All right, as we
Love it.
get ready to wrap up, so tell my audience what's next for you. You got some more music coming. I know that we talked about that backstage, but tell my audience what's next, and then how they can connect to you on social media.
Yeah, man, the next single is I went to see Michael like everybody else did. And I was inspired to create the instrumental version, my jazz version of Human Nature, which will be dropping in July. Shout out to DAF Entertainment, signed with a label to help promote this one. So I'm excited about that. And man, hopefully we'll be able to hear that on Watercolors on XM Radio soon. And
absolutely.
But yeah, it's a great rendition of Human Nature, done so amazingly by Michael and Quincy and Toto, the group Toto. So that's what's coming next. And man, we'll be traveling to Charlotte, North Carolina for the DAF Gospel showcase during Stellar Award weekend.
Nice.
That Thursday, Partee and I will be hosting that, and it's always a great showcase, highlighting independent artists. So we'll be there, and we may check out some other stuff going down at the Stellars. And then I'm, preparing my tour next year for my music, my first time performing my music. So I'm a little nervous, but actually the second time, because the clip that you showed was the first time. But to be doing it on a regular basis. My band, we're ready. I'm excited to share my music, and just connect with people and, bless them with good, solid music, man. Put a smile on their face while the time we're in their presence. That's what it's all about. So, yeah, man.
Absolutely. Hey, listen, like I told you, Jacksonville is a great city in terms of being able to perform live. It's a tour stop for all the major tours, and we have also smaller venues as well. Shout out to a spot called Breezy's Jazz House that local artists perform at on a regular basis. So, but yeah, man. And then also tell if anyone wants to be on the New Artist Profile show, what would they need to do to be on there?
Yeah, sure. Actually, I'm glad you asked that, because we had a June Jazz segment for Black Music Month on the NAP show for the month of June, and we had some great jazz artists that we highlighted. Jason Hendrickson was one with his single. We had Reggie Parker with his single. We had Rose Jose with her single. Man, we had some great jazz artists. And so we're doing some new submissions for the month of July. So if you'd like to have your music reviewed, just hit us up. Tony D on the radio 05 at Gmail. Tony D on the radio 05 at Gmail, and we'll review your music. Possibly you might be aired on the show. And the same email if you like to schedule an interview on the NAP show live. And if you like to submit for review for C Stage Radio, just hit us up at cstageradio at gmail.com. And Timel and I will review your music, and you might be aired on the media-based reporting station. So, yeah, man, just hit us up, man. And we're about helping independent artists, but your stuff got to be good. Like if it's raggedy, it's going in the trash, and I'm just keeping it 100.
Hey, man, that's right, because you can't ask people to play your music on the radio if it's not radio quality.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you'd be surprised. Well, I know you wouldn't be surprised, but I'll just say you'd be surprised.
I wasn't going to touch it. Yeah, those submissions can be quite interesting, to say the least. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. All right, so shout out your social media info as well. So if people want to follow you on social media.
Yes, you can visit the music website, theofficialtonyd.com. That's all things Tony D. Shout out to all but one entertainment for creating that website for me. And also you can visit me on Facebook as Dallas A. Frazier, or you can visit Christian Sounds Entertainment. That's my company where we do artist development. That's where the information, the educational information and the promotion. And you can hit me up on Instagram at Tony D NAP, or you can hit us up on the new NAP show on Instagram. And where else? My Bandcamp page where you can download exclusive music, not available on streaming platforms. TonyD2.bandcamp.com. TonyD2.bandcamp.com. You have exclusive music that's not available anywhere else but on Bandcamp. So, yeah, but hit the website, theofficialtonyd.com. Oh, also, I'm sorry, my YouTube is also the music of Tony D is the YouTube channel, and my TikTok is also the music of Tony D.
And then what time does the New to Artist Profile show stream on Facebook and YouTube?
Every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Pacific. Every Sunday, you can visit my page, Dallas A. Frazier, or you can visit the Real Level Up page, or you can visit my YouTube channel, the New Artist Profile, and it streams there. And yeah, man, I love that show, man. We have a great time. We've talked to so many amazing people. Man, I love that as much as I love the radio broadcast.
No, I believe it. I think being able to give artists an opportunity to, spotlight and showcase their work, because like, we was talking about it backstage, any artists don't get those opportunities to do that. They don't have the Breakfast Club's opportunities. They don't have the, $1 million worth of game, Club Shay Shay, list goes on and on. They're not getting those opportunities to showcase their work on here.
But I will say this to the independent artists. If you're on those platforms like yours and mine, one thing that really bothers me is if you're on Club Shay Shay, or you're on any of those, the Breakfast Club, or you're on the Isaac Carice show or whatever, you would hear them telling everybody but Jesus that they's on these shows. But when we come on what they would say maybe not as significant a show, they don't promote, they're not sharing, they're not doing anything. So I really be on my soapbox about that. Yeah, I tell them, if, no shade to Erica Campbell. I know Erica and Warren, I know them. And I love what Erica's doing on the radio. And she has some platforms that really push independent artists. And I get it. I'm not trying to take away from what she does. But I don't think anybody works as hard for independent artists as me, for as long as consistently. So if you get an opportunity to be on the New Artist Profile, I think it's a privilege, because we are on places that you may not even know exist. And so to not to share for all the hard work, that
Yes.
it goes behind it, for all the hard work that goes behind what you do, not to tell somebody, not to share it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you talking right.
I think we need to, artists, you need to really take every platform important. I don't care if it's 2 people watching today or when you're on. That's 2 people that didn't see you before. So make every platform and every opportunity important.
And then also understand that once it's on the internet, it has access forever. So just because
Forever.
somebody doesn't watch it when it's live, that does not mean that it'll never be seen again.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, man. That's my soapbox moment.
No,
let
you
me
good.
let me step down.
No, you good. You've earned the right to, because your work speaks for itself. You got multiple number ones on the media based charts from the work that you're doing. You got 24 years in the game as an independent, like all those, and a syndicated show on top of that. Like, I don't know too many independents that can say that. Like, you have a your resume is deep and it's long and it's strong. So, man, talk your talk,
Yeah.
because, like I said when we was talking backstage, you know, I have some music that I'm working on, and when it's ready, I'm bringing it straight to you because you got a track record of servicing number one records. So why wouldn't you want to connect to somebody like that as an independent?
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. And I'm not trying to sound churchy, but I give the glory to God because all of this stuff is just self-taught, from the music to radio servicing to interviewing. All of this is just self-taught, man. It's, I didn't go to school. I've taken some radio classes, some speech classes and things like that, but I made eyeglasses for a living. That's what I do. I worked at Lens
Yeah,
Crafters, Pearl Vision, with a dream and desire to be on the radio. And so when God opened that opportunity, that's when all this happened. And in the music and so yeah, man. So I just give God the glory because this is not me, man.
yeah, for sure,
He gives me this
for
opportunity, and I,
sure.
I really work hard to make him proud for every opportunity and every artist and everything I get to do.
Absolutely. It's crazy we have similar stories in that. Like I told you, I did an audio version of this show. And same, I was self-taught, recorded it on GarageBand, edited it on GarageBand.
I love
So
GarageBand, bro.
hey, for audio, oh, it's money. But again, self-taught, and created my show and did it for 5 or 6 years, and had listeners all over the country, interviewed artists all over the world. So just from having a desire to, I wanted to be a DJ. I wanted to learn how to DJ, but I never got to it. And then just found, I think it was Spreaker. I started there.
Bro, me and you got the same story,
Really?
dude. I did Spreaker too.
Yeah, started on Spreaker and then just fell in love with it, and then just kept on doing it. And then the other thing is, you know, most people want to promote when they got new music out. So it's just reaching out, and with independence, they don't have the platforms to promote it, and just reaching out. Man, I've interviewed Michael Lampkin, Josh Copeland, Doobie Powell, DMs, just DMs, and had them on the podcast. Jason, I reached out to him. Brother Haas, like all these people, just when they had new
Oh, you
music out.
did Haas? Oh, that's my dude.
Yeah, I had him
Yeah.
on.
I worked
Kenny
his
Lewis
music too.
came on, and his record went number one. And not just he was on my audio, and then when Call His Name came out, I hit him up and played a clip of it, and when it first came out, and that went number one. But again,
Wow.
just off of reaching out
Yeah.
on a DM. So that's when you have something that you're passionate about, and then God breathes on it.
Yeah, man. That's great, man. I love that testimony, and we got a lot of similarities because I still record a new artist profile on GarageBand. I,
Oh man,
I got my
I don't
computer
blame
over
you.
here with GarageBand on it that I do the show, and my computer back here with Logic that I do my
Yes,
music.
that's it. Same setup. But only thing I don't do the audio no more because that editing, that's tedious.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
The
it is.
editing is tedious. So with this why I like doing this, because I could just record and I don't got to worry about the ums and all that other stuff. I don't care.
Right, right, right.
Because we just having a conversation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, man, like I said, we gonna definitely connect, because We got to get you down here to Jacksonville, and we got to get that we got to get not only the tour but also the industry, the radio. We need to definitely get that done so people down here uh, and are able to know what it takes to really get your music to hit the charts, because that's
Yeah.
what you want. That's when you're
Yeah.
really doing it, when you're hitting the charts.
Right. For real. Yeah. I mean, it's important. I looked at Media Base today, and 3 of the clients that I'm working with, they're in the hundreds and they're on their way up, and 5, 6 of the artists uh that's being played on the new artist profile is on the charts because of being on the show. A lot of the artists didn't get their music tag, so I'm gonna have to hit them up and be like, hey, you ain't got your stuff right. But yeah, so to be able to call an artist and say, hey, your song is on the charts, or man, when I was able to send Jason that plaque for Another Chance hitting #1, man, that was amazing. You
That's
know
a
what I'm
mama
saying?
made it moment. Yeah,
Yeah, it's amazing, man, to be able to send him that plaque, and all the 5 or 6 other artists that I've been able to bless with #1 plaques, man. That, it's a blessing, man. So
that's the way.
I just thank God, man, for it. I never thought I'd be doing this. Like, I didn't know what I was going to be doing. I figured I was going to be making glasses for the rest of my life.
How about that? How about that? The guy had other plans. All right, man. I'm gonna like I said, we're gonna have you back in July. Once Human Nature drops, you got to come back.
Yeah, thank you.
Um, and we talk about that because I know that's got to be a great story in terms of how you create that.
Thank
All
you,
right,
man. I
man.
appreciate it.
Tone, thanks for being on the Any Key Video Show.
Thanks,
All
bro.
right.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. All right. That's gonna be it for this episode of Any Key Video Show. I want to thank Dallas Tony B. Frazier again for joining me. If you have any questions, comments, or like your brands and services to be advertised and promoted on the show, or if you want your video to be featured on the show, send an email to kanmusicpub@gmail.com. Again, that's kanmusicpub@gmail.com. You can become a patron on my Patreon page. Just go to patreon.com/ANYKENY to get exclusive access to new content and free show merchandise. Or you can order your merchandise at the online store, which is kanmcollective.threadless.com. Again, it's kanmcollective.threadless.com. Shout out to all my patrons and people who have ordered merchandise. I appreciate your support. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at Coach_ANYKENY and follow me on social media at Coach_ANYKENY on Instagram, TikTok, and X, on my Instagram music page at KANM Collective, and my Facebook music page, Any Key Music, which is spelled capital ANY, capital KE, lowercase b, lowercase n, and capital Y. So until next time, remember, be positive on purpose.